Xbox One this holiday season.
So the Xbox One has just gotten a $50 price cut in the US, and ostensibly that puts it cheaper than the PS4 for certain bundles. So as long as you're getting it without Kinect, all Xbox Ones are going to be cheaper than PlayStation 4s, even if you're getting it with a bundle. What I'm wondering is this enough? I mean, it's really big going into the holiday that they do something big. Microsoft needed a move like this because they've been outsold by the PlayStation 4 every month since launch. Is this going to be enough to finally get them in that #1 spot, to get them to sell more than the PlayStation 4 as we go into the holidays? What do you guys think?
Like, I was not going to buy an Xbox One. Like, there's no, like, I just never owned an Xbox, didn't really feel like I wanted an Xbox One because, like, I'm not big into Halo, which is, like, a huge exclusive, right? Mm-hmm. But the price is right, you know?
Like, they have some of these exclusives that right now PlayStation doesn't have, and when you're thinking about someone who's going to buy a console for the holidays, when you have these games that you know about and like something that is getting good word of mouth, and the exclusives that are coming on PlayStation aren't coming until next year, is that going to be enough to push people over? But at the same time, a lot of early adopters have gone over to PS4, so when you're going to get Call of Duty or one of those games, are you going to get that on PS4? Like, is that going to make you think, like, maybe I should get a PS4 for the holidays? Because that's where all my friends are playing.
Considering our office alone, all of you guys, or so many of you guys, have a PS4. I don't, and I've been missing out on, you know, all your Destiny stuff and all that, as far as, you know, just that group is kind of already tight-knit. To just abruptly shift to Xbox One isn't happening. Like, I'm still pretty confident that, like, a lot of people in our office won't necessarily get an Xbox One.
Well, they already made the choice. They bought a
Exactly.
PlayStation 4, and Xbox One will be a secondary console.
It's just going to be a new audience, you know what I mean? Like a new group of people moving in.
PS4, they've said they've sold 10 million copies,
Right.
or 10 million units of the PlayStation 4. We don't know exactly how many Xbox Ones, but you know, we know it's under 10 million, or else they'd be bragging about it a lot.
Right.
But that's still that's dwarfed by Xbox 360 and PS3 sales. Like, that means there are a lot of people who haven't made that transition,
Right.
and they're still wondering what to do. If you guys are going to put on your analyst cap, you just had to make a gut decision. Which one's going to sell more in this coming holiday, coming to Black Friday, coming into Christmas in December? Is it going to be Xbox One or is it going to be PS4?
I think this is going to really help Microsoft and Xbox One sell because the price point is very good. You're getting a good game as well. Like you said, Black Friday, Christmas is coming up. It's another one of those things as a parent, you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm shaving $50, man. I'm shaving $50.
Totally.
That's a lot. That's another game. That's another controller. That's a lot of things,
Right.
you know? Those are factors for a lot of people, for like a lot of people. So I don't think they're going to maybe make up the gap that might be there, but this is a strong push, a very strong push by Microsoft here.
It makes me feel better. It makes me feel better that, like, you know, I've always known I was going to get an Xbox One, so now, you know, I can count on a lot more people, potentially, you know, some of my good friends picking one up.
Does Sony need to answer this? Do they need to do anything? Or, like, to me, this is enough. Like, this makes it an exciting race. If Sony did a price drop, if they did some killer buy, they don't have any exclusives. We know we're not going to have, like, if they drop Last Guardian, like, shit would be over.
Yeah.
But do they need to answer this?
It wouldn't be that surprising if they did.
Like,
They'd be like, 2 games.
yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. That's how I would feel. I feel that, like, if they would do something to either be like $340,
Yeah.
or, like, you know what I mean, something kind of almost petty, like you do something petty in an argument. You're like,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna one up you.
Right.
Like you said, 2 games,
2 games.
$350.
Or like 1 year. PS Plus, like,
Yeah.
3.
Wow. Yeah, and I wouldn't say that this is a definite, that, like, we're going to look at December NPDs and go, finally, Xbox One had a month where they were over PS4, but it's going to be a lot closer race, and I think that's really exciting. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what January is, because this is no longer just like, oh, it's another month where PS4 is out on top.
Right,
Like,
right.
I really don't know which one's going to come out on top now, and
Yeah.
like, that's always kind of fun and exciting.